So I just attempted to upload a video on YouTube that I got off of Scott Roberts' website, which is called theforbidden-truth.net. For those of you who don't know who Scott Roberts is, Scott Roberts is a guy who worked for a state-run juvenile detention center for boys, and he was a teacher there. And the place was ran by a Jewish woman. She gets money from the state, or was getting money from the state, and not using it for the children. They had the bare minimum of everything there. Meaning the food, horrible. But what really set Scott off was the fact that the people she hired were abusing the children. And Scott ended up blowing the whistle on this and went through hell for it. I mean, he's had feces sent to him in the mail. I mean, all kinds of shit. So, one thing the Jews hate is when you take their money. Anyway, Scott ended up suing, won a lawsuit, and then he ended up starting the forbidden-truth.net out of all of this. So, I just tried to upload a video that I have pulled off of his website on several different accounts. I've tried to upload this video, and it continues to say violates terms of use and all this bullshit. And really what this is they're engaging in censorship. So we are considering, and it's not just us, there's many of us that are considering filing a class action lawsuit against YouTube, Facebook for intentional censoring of internet content. They do not have a right to do that. These are open source websites. They do not have a right to censor anything and to reject it in any way, shape, or form. This video does not contain anything, racist. In fact, it exposes the agenda in the media to promote racism, and it identifies certain websites and internet policing websites that are geared to threaten, intimidate, like the JDL, the Jewish Defense League, or in the JIDL, which is the Jewish Internet Defense League. These sites are pretty much designed to police the internet. So anyway, I've tried several times to upload this video, which was really well done. Scott did a good job with it, and it pretty much showed how the media uses things like race, and they report on the most violent, wicked shit that they can come up with in order to continue division amongst Gentiles, because we know, I think many of us who have come to a conclusion that this is not some sort of a race war. Now, I know some of the white supremacists won't agree with me on that, but the reality of the situation is that 73 heads of the Ku Klux Klan. Now, you can get this off the forbidden-truth.net. This video I was trying to post, all of them can be retrieved off the forbidden-truth.net. His site's been hacked a million times, but he keeps updating it, keeps fixing things, so you will be able to watch videos there. Again, it's called theforbidden-truth.net. The video I wanted to upload is on that site, and the reality of the situation is that these people are openly engaging in censorship, and pretty much Israel right now is in a state of like a little kid whistling in a graveyard. The reason he's whistling is to try to comfort himself, to pretend that he's not afraid. The reality of the situation is that the entire world is shifting against Israel, not because of sudden anti-Semitism, which I don't even believe in that term, because it again puts the Jews in a special class. There is no such thing as anti-Semitism, does not exist. But we happily adopt these terms as though, there's some validity to them, when there's absolutely no validity to them. So I tried to upload a really good video for you guys that you could see, and once again I was censored. So I've gone through over 100 YouTube accounts. That's a reality. I can't even number the amount of Facebook accounts that I've had. But I continue to do what I'm doing. They will continue to attempt to suppress every ounce of truth that is out there. So what I'm trying to get you people to see is that the enemy is, you know, these people, they have no conscience, no soul. They're murderers, rapers, child molesters. That is Israel. Israel is the holy land of organized crime and sex trafficking. And the CIA, and you can see this on Fox News or CNN, said that no one else, no ally that we have spies more on us than Israel. And there's a reason for that. Again, it's the little boy walking through a graveyard whistling, trying to comfort himself. And the fact is that Israel is doomed. It's coming to a close. They will be removed at some point. And completely. I mean, they've been ousted out of hundreds of countries long before Germany. Not because of racism or anti-Semitism. Excuse me. Holy shit. Anyway, that video that I was trying to post really described what I was trying to say. Was, you know, that these people push race wars and race violence to keep people's eyes focused on that as opposed to Israel and Israeli policy. I mean, you think of David Duke. David Duke left the Ku Klux Klan after he realized that the organization was started to use white people as a way to make them look evil and bad. So, with that said, go to theforbiddentruth.net. Again, that site is theforbiddentruth.net. Theforbiddentruth.net. If you have some problems getting on it, just keep clicking it until it lets you in. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Oh, and yeah, and fuck Zuckerberg and the CIA and the NSA and all these traitors that think that somehow they're gonna escape the shit. That somehow they're gonna escape destruction because they can build bunkers deep in the earth or whatever the fuck is in their twisted sociopathic mind. They're done for. No matter what. They will be mutually destroyed. The end.